Guess what, guys? It's time. First trip up to the wilderness to get this project ready to get back up and running. We got quite a drive today. Gonna drop a load of stuff off, stay the night, and come back. Hardest part, leaving after 5 months, getting up there. Let's do it. Decided to come up here when I did here mid-May, just to make sure the roads are nice. It's supposed to be getting a lot of rain up there, so we're gonna see. We might have to drive through some big mud puddles. One thing that's kind of cool is you can come from summer weather with leaves all out and drive right back up into places where the leaves haven't come out yet. Can't tell it, but that's the Mackinac Bridge. Yikes. You know you're getting kind of close when the roads start looking like this. A little bit further now. All right, guys, off the paved road. Remember this spot where that big semi last year followed me back up in here? Holy smokes. So we're gonna take it easy and weave our way back to the site. You can definitely tell it rained up in here. The road's still kind of trying to heal itself from the winter. But we'll get there. Just take it nice and easy up through here. Definitely looking for snow. I saw snow back in this parking area. I'll get a shot of that. But all this white birch that's on the ground looks like snow, so if I see snow, we're gonna stop and check it out. All right, here we go. This one's a little tricky. Be careful here. See how deep that is? You know it's a deep hole when there's mufflers and springs and stuff laying next to it. They dig these big holes along the way for the water to go into the wilderness area. I'm gonna quote John Denver when I say, it's like an old good friend. Wow, just waiting for you to come back. Looks like dump truck tracks heading down that trail. Everybody's got a dream, don't they? Look at that. Huh. Probably will make this road a lot nicer now. Besides all these holes and stuff to drive through, the other reason to go slow through here is the oncoming traffic. Especially those side-by-sides, they come ripping around these corners, and if you're in a big truck, you know, somebody's got to be cool. I hope I don't get copyrighted by this, but how can this song be an oldie? I mean, come on, look at it. Jeez Louise, man, oldies. All right, here we go into the tightest part of the trail, about a mile of this. Got out to open the gate here to get on back into this site, and the first thing I notice, no bugs, man, no bugs. I got something very special to show everybody. It's May 18th, and just a little ways over from the house, I found this. Look, you guys, snow. There's snow all through here. Amazing. Must have got a lot of snow up here, May 18th. Well, the house made it through a brutal winter. Looks like the worst that happened outside was just a lot of sand blowing in. It is just so sweet. We knew it was going to be standing after winter, but when it gets a winter like that, you wonder. So one of the things I need to do while I'm here before I head out, fire up the Pink Panther. Pink Panther has more seniority now than even I do at this project. It rode out an entire winter, so we're gonna fire that up real soon. This place looks exactly like I left it back in November, like 6 or more months ago. It's so dry in here and nice. I'm ready to get restarted. Yeah, so you hear the generator running outside. Just doing a reset of that, the battery and generator, making sure everything starts talking to each other so we can get ready for this year. And very soon we'll start bringing in subcontractors and get this place up and running. I'm making a few trips this week and bringing materials. Just wanted to see it. Now I'm excited. Never enough hours in the day. I don't know if you can see it, but that fog is starting to move in. Oh man, making it hard to go back down where it's muggy because it's nice and cool. What would a trip up to the wilderness be without walking down here to the lake? And there's no bugs, so I didn't have to run anywhere. It's super foggy right now. One of these years I'm going to have one of those kayaks you can fish from, because I know the coho salmon are calling my name. But for now, I say take a look at Lake Superior. There's a lot going on up here for me just being here. You can hear the generator in the background. That's running on the house as we're doing some tests. But now the moment of truth. I need to see if the Pink Panther will fire up. This is the first attempt. We have pictures of this thing with snow up above the tires and it looks so clean. So let's see if it starts. All right, key in the ignition. Let's see. No way, dude. Wow, dude. I say dude when I'm excited. You see that? Just like one or two turns and it fired up after sitting under all that snow. Pink Panther. We'll let this run a bit. Get some of that moisture out of there. Fog the area out for any bugs in the future. Man, that's a huge plus. I'm so happy. All right, so I got this air mattress set up, sleeping bag. This off-grid system here, we had to shut it down for the night. So that means that I cannot have a fan going. I like noise because it is dead silent here. So hopefully the silence doesn't keep me up. But check out my digs back here. So Lake Superior is right out there. I got a light, candle going. The Coleman sleeping bag and an air mattress, and the one thing that I really need is my special water pillow. That's right. The pillow has water in it. Hit up the comments, I'll tell you. Yeah, so it's dead quiet. It's getting late. I'm gonna sleep the night away. Big day tomorrow, heading back down south. I got several stops to make, and then the evening at home in the office, and the next day, all the measurements, all the stuff that I took here, and all the things that I figure out on my way back is what's going to happen. And then turn around and come back up here and stay Thursday night. So talk about way off grid, way in the middle of nowhere. What do? Well, you can't cruise the internet because you got no internet. So we read and can think of nothing better to read than one of my favorites ever, Ernest Hemingway short stories. The Big Two-Hearted River. I read that enough times, but I mean, that's like a mile away from here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read. Thank you for coming along on this first trip up for the second year of building here in the wilderness. I'm ready for it. Are you?